Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be playing with the new Victoria Beckham Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. Oh boy, yes, I caved. I picked this up and today we're gonna put this on my face. We're gonna put it to the test. I have been playing with this and I'll give you all my thoughts on this little guy here, as well as I thought since we were doing some Victoria Beckham that we might as well go ahead and do a full face of all the Victoria Beckham makeup that I currently own. We will be playing with some of her eye bricks, the lid luster, as well as I have a new shade in the Chantecaille Future Skin. Someone had asked if I would test out a deeper tone, and today we are going to be using vanilla. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this Victoria Beckham look, for the most part, with a few Chantecaille items thrown in for fun, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's put some makeup on this face, and I'm so excited because we are going to be starting with the Victoria Beckham. This is the Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer, and it's a first of its kind. This was inspired by Victoria Beckham's glowy skin look. Who doesn't want that? And I was hesitant to purchase this because I did not have luck with the Augustinus Butter Rich Cream. So I had tried that in the past and it didn't work for my skin type. But once I started reading some of the ingredients from this Augustinus Butter, I feel like this is a great hybrid, and just heads up, I do really love it. So number one, let's take a gander at the beautiful packaging. I just think she has done a fantastic job with her whole launch. There's not one item that I do not like from her line so far. This is made with Augustinus Butter's patented technology that is TFC8, and it is a lightweight cream that supports cell turnover and activates the skin's own regenerative process. So of course I love that. So anything that's going to be providing me with some nourishing good skincare, I love the idea of that. It's infused with powerful actives that's going to plump your skin and kind of even out your pores. And it's going to be more radiant, replenished, and lifted is what it is claiming to do. So let's go ahead and put this baby on. I have been playing with it and I do have to say, yes, I do like it. So I am going to pump this out. I'm going to use 2 pumps. That's probably a little overkill, but I want to have you guys be able to see. So nice, kind of just a creamy formulation. And then we are going to put this on my skin. Now, one thing is, someone had asked, do I put my SPF on and then use the primer? That's the way I am going to use it to start with. And it is just so comfortable on the skin. So just a nice layer of moisture, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of press it underneath my eyes. This just feels super hydrating to my skin. And the thing that I liked about it is, with some of the illuminating primers, I do want that glow and lit from within, but sometimes they kind of appear a little bit too fake looking or just a little bit too va-va-voom, where I find this one to be just like, let's see if you can see, it's just giving me a nice glow to my skin. This is just giving my skin a little bit of glow, and it feels super hydrated. It feels very plump and juicy. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer so you can see this. And again, I do not have Victoria Beckham skin, but I do want to just show you that it is giving me a nice hydrated, glowy look. Now, for myself, I am going to be putting on a little bit more foundation, and she does not have any of that out in her collection. So I'm going to be using my current favorite, which is Chantecaille. This is Future Skin. It's going to be a nice skin-like hydrating foundation, and I'm actually going to be using this in the shade Vanilla today. Someone had asked if I would use a little deeper tone, and that is what we are going to go ahead and use. Here is in more natural light, you guys, this is Alabaster and Vanilla. These are swatched. So these both are described as balanced in tone, so more neutral undertones. Alabaster, as you can see, is for fair, and then the Vanilla is described as medium light, and that is also in the balanced undertones. So I thought if I mix the two of these, they will become the perfect shade. Let's do that real quick. So this is Vanilla, and it is a little bit deeper than Alabaster. This one has been going to be described as medium light with balanced tones, but what I have found with this foundation, you guys, it is very sheer and hydrating that I can get away with this one as well. So we'll put this on today. Alabaster was just a teeny bit lighter. And I bought that to mix in with my Alabaster, but today I wanted to show you Vanilla in action so you can just see it on its own. We will do another video mixing, so be sure to check back for that. And I have found the best way to do it is to just stipple, kind of pounce this into the skin. The combination of Future Skin with the Victoria Beckham Illuminating Primer, I think just makes your skin super glowy. I'm gonna let this kind of sink into my skin, but I have been loving that combination, and I can't wait to see what she comes out with next. I'm thinking that she's probably gonna come out with something more like a tinted moisturizer, and I cannot wait. We're gonna play with mostly Victoria Beckham items, but since she does not have a concealer, I'm gonna be using my Chantecaille Le Camouflage STYLO, and I am just gonna lighten up just a little bit underneath my eyes, brighten that up. And I'm going to use a little bit of my concealer on my eyelids. So I'm just going to take my ring fingers, and I just like to kind of push, sink this into the skin. Now, I did put some of that primer underneath my eyes, and I have to say it just feels really super moisturized. Okay, we're gonna let this kind of set in, but this is complexion, and I'm wondering if you can see on the camera, you guys, it is just giving me a kind of healthy, dewy glow, and we will powder down a little bit later. I'm gonna be using the Chantecaille. This is the ECLAT Doux powder, but right now I'm gonna let this all kind of meld into the skin, and let's move on to the eyes. So I love the Victoria Beckham eye bricks. I have all of them except for that royal blue one. Just didn't think I would wear that much, but I love TUXEDO. So this is your sort of classic smoky eye. And what I'm gonna do is I wanted to play around with MINK. I love her lid lusters, and I have it in MINK. So we're gonna do a little eye look using the TUXEDO as well as the MINK lid luster. so let's go ahead and get a little bit of this going on. I'm gonna start with the shade Blanc, and I'm just gonna dust this a little bit all over my lid just to kind of give myself a canvas to use. So I'm just gonna take the Sonia G, this is the Blender Pro, and I am just going to place this all over my lid. I'm gonna go in with this shade over here, this Fume, and I'm taking the Sonia G Builder Pro, kind of a flat, kind of rounded brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and we're gonna build in that crease. So I'm just gonna kind of come in and I'm gonna do a light hand, and I am going to build a little bit of a crease in here. And then once I have a little of the shadow, I'm gonna go in with my Blender Pro and I'm just going to smoke that out. As you can see, these shadows really blend out well. So I was just wanting to give myself a nice little overall smoke shade on in the crease. So that just gave a little definition to the eyes, but I really wanted to go in and play with MINK. Whoops. Okay, I have the lid Lustre, and this is in MINK. You guys, this is just this most gorgeous taupey MINK shade, and I'm going to use my fingertip and I am going to pat that on my lid. Gorgeous or what? It is just like a super easy, again, kind of a smoky eye and just gorgeous. I feel like this is going to give your eye a little ba-ba boom, but you can definitely wear this in the day as well, just with a light hand. I'm going to go in with this Builder Pro and I'm just going to kind of tap that into place. It is just such a pretty color. And I love it because if you can see, you guys, it is kind of camellia-like. Like I see a little bit of more gold and then I see some of that kind of silver taupe. Like this MINK shade is just so gorgeous. I also think it makes a really fun holiday sparkly eye. We've got a little bit of MINK going on. And now we are going to use a couple of her eyeliners. So her eyeliners are standouts for me. They are super creamy, just gorgeous. So I have it in black and bronze. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my eye up and do a little black on the upper lid, and then I'm gonna use the bronze in the waterline. So what I'm gonna do here, you guys, is I'm just gonna come in as close as I possibly can to the lash line. Now what I'm going to do is take the other end that has like a little sponge here, and we are going to soften that. Okay, we are going to line the bottom using the bronze eyeliner. So I'm going to just come down here, do a little bit in my waterline. Okay, with that MINK shade, you guys, it's sort of like a chameleon, and so it's picking up, when I'm using black, I feel like it's picking up more silver, and then with that bronze kind of gold shade, if you look at the eye in a certain light, it also picks up that gold. Just a super gorgeous lid luster. Now, we do need to finish off and put mascara on and kind of ground the eyes. So let me go and put on some mascara and then we'll finish the rest of the face. Okay, we have got our eyes on. I did mascara, cleaned up my brows, But you guys, this lid luster is so pretty. Great for the holidays. It just kind of has the most amazing color scheme in it where it's gonna pick up just, I feel like I see some silver, I see some gold. It's just gorgeous. So we've got our eye on. Let's finish off our face. Now, she doesn't have a bronzer or a blush yet, but we are going to play with one of her other products and use it as a blush today. But I'm going to use my new favorite bronzer. This is from Chantecaille, and this is in Gao. And I'm using my SCULPT 1 brush from Sonia G. Love this so much. And we're just going to kind of warm up my skin just a little bit. Okay, for cheeks, you guys, one tip that Victoria had said, I have her BITTEN lip tint, which I love. It's one of my favorite shades, and I'm gonna use a little bit of that as blush today. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this berry, this is the berry stain, on my hand, and then we're gonna tap this on. So it's just gonna give you that kind of flushed watercolor. I like that a lot. Little kind of healthy glow. Sticking with that kind of sheer glowy skin. This is giving me a little wash of color, but nothing too intense, which I appreciate because I'm wearing a little bit more of a bold eye. Now, I do love this as a lip color. So I like to go ahead and put this on first, and then we'll top off with one of her lip liners. But this gives me a beautiful stain. And it's this perfect kind of berry color. Now you can sheer it out. You could use that and just use your finger, or you can build it up. Here is the little bit of the BITTEN lip tint, which I love because it's that berry color. Just gives my lips a little bit of oomph, and then it does stain them. So it's kind of nice to have that where it just gives you a little flush of color. Now I'm also going to be using the her lip liner, and this is in my favorite, which is 3. So this is sort of going to be that pink mauve, a little bit more. It's still a neutral, but it's gonna lean more pink. And I'm just gonna line my lips here. Okay, you guys, we have kind of completed the overall look. Again, if you wanted to, you could put a little bit more blush on. I'm just sort of enjoying that kind of healthy, glowy skin. And now I'm going to top it off with the Chantecaille. And this is the new holiday collection. You guys, I really do love this powder. This is the powder to balm. And I'm using the Chantecaille Blur and Buff brush, and then I am just going to do a little bit of this. It'll give us a little bit more glow. Okay, you guys, now we have got that illuminating powder. We are definitely glowy. So having some healthy skin look, a little bit more of a bold, sparkly eye, and then just that lovely kind of berry tinted lip. Everything that I have tried from Victoria Beckham has really been spot on. There's not one item that I don't really like. I am in love with their eye bricks. I love the lip tint, and now I am a lover of this Victoria Beckham primer. My skin just feels very hydrated. And I also like it because I can tell that my skin looks glowy, but it's not that fake kind of overly glowy, especially for someone who's more of, you know, a little bit more mature like myself, I don't want to be walking around with a bunch of fake looking kind of blingy glow on my face. This is what I just want to be looking kind of like that I have healthy glowy skin in general. So I really love this, you guys. It comes in 2 different sizes. I picked this up in 1 ounce, and this is $95. They also have a 50 ml or a 1.7 ounce, and that's going to run you $145. So yes, this is an expensive primer, but what I will say is this is chock full of skincare benefits. So if you're looking for something that's going to be hydrating, give you a nice glowy look, but not too glowy, then I think you're really gonna like this. She has not disappointed. I have loved every single item that I have bought from Victoria Beckham, and I can't wait to see her launch like some sort of foundation, blush. Like, I literally am so excited for all the rest of her products because I have not been disappointed whatsoever. So, full face of mostly Victoria Beckham, with the exception of a few Chantecaille items, which again, you guys, I'm having a love affair with both of these brands right now. If you picked this Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer up as well, I would love to hear your thoughts. I am loving it. I'm going to be playing around with this a little bit, using this, you know, underneath my SPF. I've used it on top of my SPF today, and then maybe even doing this on top of my makeup, just to kind of see if it's going to give me a little extra illuminating glow, kind of like a highlighter. So far I am loving this. I highly recommend it. And again, I'll keep you updated as to different ways to use this product. But so far my skin feels amazing. I have not had any irritation like I did with the Augustina Spotter cream. So now it's making me want to try that again, but I've got enough skincare. So you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.